Hi, love. Welcome to
Hello.
Love in 90 Days Live. I'm Dr. Diana Kirshner, and you may know me from my Amazon Prime TV show, Love in 90 Days. The intention of this video series is to help you access your high-value diamond self-identity and create love that is beyond your wildest dreams, even if you're not feeling it right now. And to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Love in 90 Days coming out, the new expanded edition, we have a very special series. It's an in-depth series of personal interviews with women who have used Love in 90 Days, the book, and the approach to totally transform their love lives. And today we have the awesome Kerry, who is here to tell us about her love journey. Welcome, Kerry.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for being with us. Yes, so, tell us, what was your dating life like before you started with the book and the program?
It was pretty much non-existent, to be honest. I had been single for about 4 years. And I think, you know how you write about the blocks and the patterns in your book, I really identified with the kind of just friends and the hermit kind of pattern. So, I was in that stage of just, I didn't think that there were any good men. I didn't think dating was a good thing at all. And I was in a group of women, and we kind of got together and said, you know what, this is probably a bit of a block, we need to change this. And I had a look at a couple of other books and they didn't really resonate like rules, and I was like, that's so fake, that's not really my kind of thing, but yeah, something about your work kind of resonated more. So we formed a little group and we were supporting each other to try and get out there. So it helped to unblock a lot of things. It was pretty much like nothing at all. I was repelling men willingly because I didn't want to go there at all. I just thought they were all terrible, and it wasn't true.
Yes. So many women are in that position, because they're disappearing, they're nowhere, they're betraying you, they're cheating, and so forth. And of course, that's, after a while, you start feeling that way for sure. But it's pretty exciting that you actually made a team love, a little group. I love that.
Yeah.
I talk about that in the book and how to actually create a team love. It's a beautiful support system. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. So what would you say, what approach or what technique or tip really was the most helpful in the book?
The most helpful, gosh, there were quite a few that were really, really good. I mean, I think the three most helpful for me were the diamond self, and kind of thinking about, you as that empowered version of yourself, because my heart was closed and I was such a disempowered version of myself. And that is not magnetic or attractive. And it's not a nice place to be, even in your life, actually, for yourself anyway. And then it was also the kind of blocks that you've written about. So I could really identify with some of those and actually unpack that a little bit, because I didn't have any language around that. So for me, it was just, I didn't really understand how I was closed. My heart was just completely shut off. So, and then also the dating advice that you put in there, just the really practical stuff around putting your profile together and what to say, what not to say. I mean, not that it's completely instructive, but it's just helpful to know where you go into detail and where you don't. And then, that kind of practical advice around following up and, don't worry too much if they don't get into contact with you. There's plenty more out there, and they're probably, or, it's not you. I used to get completely blocked by that. Yeah. That was one of the main things, actually. So in hindsight, probably I would say it was the practical dating advice, really. The other stuff was really, really helpful, but for me, I was just completely blocked. So I'd dip my toes in the water and I'd get on Tinder, or I'd go on to eHarmony, and I would try, because I knew I should do something about it before. And then, you'd be having nice conversations with people, and then it would be nothing. And I would take that to heart and think, they don't like me, what did I say? And I get paranoid and I think, oh, screw this is no good anyway.
Yes, exactly.
What a waste of time,
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think it was those techniques that helped me to work through that, and actually just it's such a foreign thing. So to actually learn how to date, I didn't know how to date and how to do these online kind of things. Yeah.
Well, you know, we never get instruction manuals for some of the most important things we do in life, you know, about how to meet your partner, how to meet your soulmate, or how to have a happy relationship, or even how to parent really well. You know, it's and I really set out with this book to give a complete kind of overview of how you could date, and, you know, the inner work, the outer work, whatever parts you need, and then you can actually take that and run with the ball. And you, I know, have met the one.
I have, yes. I'm really happy. Yes, yep, fantastic. I have to say a huge thank you to you, because if it wasn't for your work, it wouldn't have happened, honestly. Yeah.
Oh, it's so exciting. It gives me the chills, Carrie. It gives me the chills. Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
Where did you meet him?
So it was on Plenty of Fish, the online dating site. Yeah.
And you're in the UK. This is Plenty of Fish in the UK, guys.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I only know one person that had tried Plenty of Fish before, because there's others that I think are more popular here, but I found that one really good. Yeah. Met the right one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how did you know? I mean, when did you know he was the one?
So to be honest, it's taken me a little while to open up my heart, and I've been very, very cautious. So it did take a while. It probably took maybe 2 or 3 months. I mean, I had kind of feelings, but I wanted to stop myself going there too quickly, because that had been a problem in the past. And again, that's one of your patterns that you write about, isn't it? So so I was trying to make sure that things unfold slower. And I would analyze it a little bit more. Try not to get too much into the analysis in my head, but yeah. So when did I know? It's really hard to say, to be honest. I just did probably about 2 or 3 months in. Yeah, it was very special, and yeah.
That's exactly what I write about. At least 2 months of consistently improving contact, because you want to know who this person is. You want to know that they're crazy about you, that they're willing to grow, that they're meeting the soulmate basics, you know, and that you could be happy, really happy with them.
Yes.
So that is marvelous that you waited. I mean, it's just really very smart. You know, you took the nuggets and you really used them to good advantage. And I'm so thrilled. I'm really, really thrilled.
Definitely.
Yeah, that is fantastic. That's fantastic.
Oh, and it was so helpful having all of your kind of worksheets as well. So if I go on a date, you know, you come back and you do that evaluation, and it's like, is he meeting the basics? And it was so clear, because we just don't do that. So it was really helpful to have other dates where I just realized that he was a nice guy, but actually he didn't meet some of the basics, you know. He wasn't, he was just very different to me, or he wasn't growing. He wasn't in a kind of, you know, growth kind of mindset and all that kind of stuff. So very easy to distinguish what was right and what wasn't right then. So
because it gets very confusing. I know, you know, when you're with somebody, it seems to be working, you're maybe turned on, but you're not. It's, you know, you really have to be able to sort it all out, you know. And that's why with those check sheets, you can actually look over it and you see, this one really has the potential. This is where I want to go with my love intention. You made a love intention?
I did, yes. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Would you mind sharing it?
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can remember it now. Isn't that terrible? It was last year. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I should be digging it out and still using it now. So we've been together 6 months now. So yeah,
just construct a little bit of it from memory. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I remember bits in there were around growing together. Just feeling content together, and growth, and just feeling complete love and acceptance for each other. So not trying to change each other or anything like that. Yeah, so it's quite simple, really.
Wow, but that gives me the chills. That's just so profound.
Yeah.
Profound. And that's what you're living into now.
Absolutely, yeah. He's you know, he's very different from anyone I've ever met before, and yeah, I think he was consistently there. He was consistently demonstrating that he was into me, that he really liked me, that he wanted to go further with me, and he wanted to introduce me to his family and his friends quite quickly, all of that stuff. And it's just been really easy. And he's very, very clear in his communication around his feelings, which is wonderful, because I don't question where I'm at with him. And that took me back a little bit, actually, because, you know, there's that stereotype of kind of English men and English people generally being quite reserved with their feelings, and sometimes you feel like you don't know where you're at. So so that was really nice. It's completely different. Yeah.
I
So
love it.
really
I
nice.
love it. So you know,
Yeah.
you could have that heart-to-heart connection. You could have the
Yes.
security, and
Yes.
there it is. Your love intention actually being brought into life, into your life. Uh,
Absolutely.
it's just fabulous. Beautiful work, Carrie. Beautiful, beautiful work. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Is there anything, last words you would like to give the people who are watching? Any words of wisdom?
Any words of wisdom? I would say just stay positive, because I know it's, for me, it was a bit of a roller coaster of a journey, and when it was a bit of a dip, it was easy to think it would be better to just get off the ride, but actually just stay on it, because it's a growth journey, it's a learning journey. You learn about yourself, you grow as a person, and then, you know, eventually you do get to the one that's right, and it's magical when it happens. So
Well,
yeah. Yeah.
thank you. Thank you. Yes, fantastic. Stay positive. I love it. Well, there you have it, you guys. You know, pick up your copy of Love in 90 Days. Right now, it's coming with $1,000 in bonus gifts from 40 different love gurus. It's a big celebration about the book coming out. I mean, these gifts are amazing. It's a bonus report on how to use your eyes in dating, and it's never before been available. Just ebooks and webinars and audio trainings and session, all kinds of things, sessions. It's just a big celebration. So definitely take advantage of that. And all you need to do is go to lovein90days.com. That's lovein90days.com. At the top, you'll see where it says $1,000. Click on the $1,000 bonus gifts, and it'll walk you right through how to buy your copy and get all your gifts and create the love that you really deserve and that you want. Okay. Well, thanks again, Carrie. And thanks to everybody who's been watching us. And we're sending you lots of love.